It looks really good. There are some inconsistencies, like right there, there's a very definite line at the top of there. Power, could be a power thing, could be an axis thing, but honestly, once the detail is pretty phenomenal. It's a very fine font, very readable. You can see the relationship to my hand. I've been trying different powers. You can definitely tell that, like, this is actually at a faster speed. It seems like almost like the faster you go, to some degree there's more white, but I think there's also more artifacting. So I may try slowing it down and increasing the power just a little bit. I've been trying to run it under 10 milliamps. So, anywho, this is me. As you can tell, it's me trying to figure out how to use a laser cutter. These were all failures. I forgot to turn something on for the cutting it out. Actually, no, this was the one where I think the controller flipped out and it like went from the bottom of here and it just went rant. Never leave your cutter unattended. These were the result of figuring out that my air assist, which the screw for the air assist, this is complete junk. I'm gonna have to invest in something. Actually, I think I'm just gonna 3D print something. This is not a this does not need to be a metal part if the laser is aligned properly. So I'm probably just gonna replace this. But I think I have enough airflow. I took out the little vent thing, but here's what I did. So I have this on a Harbor Freight cart. Just a Home Depot bucket. Pump and return coming down into here. I think right now I've got a 2-liter bottle of ice in there. It's probably close to being done. Highly recommend a airbrush pump for the purposes of supplying the air supply. Already has a water trap included. Not that living here in Denver I need any kind of moisture removal because everything's so dry, and then I came up with this system for my exhaust, because if you've cut acrylic, you know that acrylic stinks like there's no tomorrow, regardless of what kind, how much, it just stinks. So on Amazon, and I'll try to include the links in this video, on Amazon they make this Grow Tint carbon fiber, or carbon activated charcoal, basically. It's been stripped of certain ions that attract smell particles, whatever that means. Anyway, I took this, and this is a very specific tub. This tub comes from Sterilite as a sealed top. And you can see my hack job at cutting a hole in the top. I highly recommend heating this material before you cut it. I didn't do it there, but I did do it on this side. And so what I did was the vent from the machine, which there's a fan pushing air out of there. It's pretty abysmal. Runs down into the box, and there it has the opportunity to circulate inside the box, and it is being drawn upward by this little fan, which you guys are going to laugh. It's a 12-volt fan, but it's a trucker tornado fan. And let me tell you guys, talk about moving CFM. It's 12 volts, low amperage, can be easily controlled. It comes with a controller, which I busted apart, and I'm in the process of mounting into this enclosure. I literally just broke apart the 12 volt controller. I 3D printed, I designed and then 3D printed this little box. I've got a lid yet to attach, but this will, and I'm just gonna have it like probably just double side sticky taped right here. I've got a 12 volt power supply, which will go into the rail, which controls all of this, but this is all backfed into a switch controlled power strip, so I can turn off all laser printer stuff all in just one click, or I can just literally say to Google Home or Alexa and say, turn off laser printer, and it will turn off all the electronics, the pump, everything, which can be good and bad. But anyway, so this right here, this tornado fan, let me tell you guys, this thing's pumping out about, I estimated about 300 CFM at top speed. Right now it is running at 12 volts, which is nominal. But what I know from looking at the motor is I can run it up as high as 15, up to, it's actually up to 5 amps, but I just don't know. Like, it is hauling ass. And in terms of airflow, so you'll have to forgive my, here we go. Like, it's almost like a shop vac. Anyway, I'm gonna turn that back down because I actually only run it normally at about, just from a noise perspective, the fan structure, and this is so good. This is called a Road Pro Tornado fan. Like, I have tried a shit ton of different fans, guys, for high CFM, low noise, and this one beats it. And it's not even, I mean, you can see I broke off the little mount that goes on it. Anyway, works well. This is new. All I can tell you is I can put my nose on the outlet, which you can see I got like patio doors. I'm in an apartment complex in Denver. And they had these little hole cutouts in our patio that were supposed to be like, I guess, for probably a deadbolt or something, but I just removed them and inserted my vent, and we're 4 floors up, so yeah. Anywho, all right, thanks guys. We'll see what happens next.